What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Forever Aquatics. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, smash that like button for me as well. But today's video is going to be an update on 3 of my main display tanks in my fish room or garage. It's going to be of my 125-gallon South and Central American fish tank, as well as my 55-gallon African cichlid tank and my 75-gallon Rainbow community aquarium. So starting here with my 125-gallon South and Central American tank, we got a bit of white spot or ick. As you can see, my Oscar is covered in it. My pike cichlid as well. Also, it's all on my Severum, some of my geos. So we're dealing with ick or white spot in my 125-gallon aquarium. And usually my first line of defense with this ick is first off doing a water change. So I did about a 50% water change on this tank. Also bumped up the temperature to about 80 degrees, and then I'm also treating with this API aquarium salt. So that's usually my first line of defense with treating ick before I move to medication. So we see how they take to that within a few days before I attempt to go to something a little stronger. Also, I moved my Jack Dempsey over into this breeder box. My Dadnoid was just showing a little bit too much interest in him, and I just felt like, you know, he was looking at him a little too much like a snack than a tank mate, really. So I kind of just put him in that breeder box until he is able to put on some size, and I'm able to add him to the tank with everybody else. But yeah, we're dealing with a bit of ick in the 125. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get that taken care of. Then we're dealing with still some sort of parasitic issue in my 55-gallon African cichlid tank. My blue peacock here, he had some really long white stringy poop coming from him still. And that's after about 5 doses of this Polyguard. I also lost 2 of my cichlids. I lost my Malawi Hawk, and I also lost my my Red Emperor cichlid. I don't think those guys took well to the medication. Just wasn't able to help those guys out, but I was able to save a number of my fish in this tank. Like I said, I'm still dealing with something in this tank. I'm also, after treating with the Polyguard, I kind of mixed a little of this Paracleanse in their food to kind of see if that helps as well. I might also treat the tank with some type of Epsom salt, just a plain Jane Epsom salt to kind of help them expel whatever parasite that they may have. So, but for the most part, I was able to save most of these guys in here. Moving on to my 75-gallon kind of my rainbow fish community aquarium. I have about 3 species of rainbow fish in here. We have Basmani rainbow. We got some turquoise, a couple turquoise rainbow fish on the smaller end, and we have about 7 or 8 Australian rainbow fish in here. We got some Denison barbs, some tiger barbs in here as well. Last week we added in some of our sunburst platies. I added in some Mickey Mouse platies in here as well. I added about 5 of those, and we also have a few blue platies. Can't really see. I have about 3 or 4 of them in here. You really can't see them in the background like that. They're on the darker end, so they're kind of hiding under the rocks. But I also added in some new plants. We got our Luigia SP Red in here. I used to have one of these in my 125, so this is pretty much like a second go round. I'm hoping I can keep this one alive. We have a couple Amazon swords in the back. We have a few species of crypt as well. We have the brown. We have some Tropica, a couple Tropica up front. We got one here. And we also have some Wendetti, or the crypt, the red crypt. And we also have a tiger lotus bulb that's just starting to sprout up as well. So I'm hoping that I can, you know, get these guys to kind of take off. Have a gravel sand mix substrate. Using some of these DIY root tabs here. They're pretty much just a gel tab that you can get from your drugstore or vitamin store, and I kind of just loaded them up with this this plant food here that you can get from Home Depot. Still got so much of it left. So yeah, I'm hitting it with these DIY root tabs, and I'm also dosing with some Flourish as well. So I'm, you know, hoping to get, you know, all this to take off. They are a slow growing species of plant, so it's going to take some patience in that regard. But yeah, guys, this is just a quick update on a few of my tanks here. Dealing with some issues. There's always something going on, but nothing that we can't take care of. And like I said, if you guys new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also smash that like button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.